Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, forever, wherever it is you're seeing this video from. It's another beautiful series of relationship talk, and we have been able to establish some series of relationships that exist in human existence that we cannot not find ourselves involved in those relationships. And all of these relationships are very, very important. So moving on this episode, we're going to be talking about romantic relationship, professional relationship, and intellectual relationship. So those three relationships, we're going to have a quick run over of it. Of course, a romantic relationship is not something new. It's not a new thing to everyone hearing this, but we just must talk about it. We must talk about it. When you talk about relationship that has to do with romantic relationship, it is a kind of relationship that gives you the room to make choice of who you want to spend the rest of your life with, of who you want to be the mother of your born children, of who you want to be the father of your born children. And of course, you cannot not make the right choice. Everything still boils down to making good choices. I know scientists will say like poles repel and unlike poles attract. But when it comes to romantic relationship, my people, the like pole must attract while unlike pole repel. I'll say that again. When it comes to romantic relationship, like poles should attract, unlike pole should repel. Why is that? Because this is a journey of forever. It's supposed to be a journey that you will enjoy. You shouldn't endure it. You shouldn't endure your marriage. Romantic relationship is a step leading towards your marital settlement. And of course, you don't want to endure it. You want to make good choices that when you look back and look at your man, you look at your kids, and you'll be very proud that yes, I made a very good decision. So when it comes to romantic relationship, it has to do with making good choices for yourself. And in all of these relationships we are talking about, or we have been talking about, or that I'm going to talk about, it still boils down to self-relationship. Because of course, your self-worth, your self-value, what you are, your identity, who you are, the character you carry, everything about you will attract the kind of person that suits you. Like people will say that you cannot plant orange and want to reap banana. You cannot plant orange and want to reap another thing entirely. So what it means is that whenever it is that you have good character, good for you. You deserve somebody that equally has a good character, and you must carefully select it. There are some people that they want to pretend while on the way, but of course you cannot overrule the place of red flags. Red flags are everywhere, and you need to be on the lookout for it. You cannot want to force yourself into a relationship that even in your mind of mind, in your heart of heart, you know that this is a danger zone. But then because of love, people always say that love is no longer blind. Love is not blind. If you think that you want to justify your decision making, your choice making as regard who you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and then you go to settle for something that you will be enduring later in life for the rest of your life, you have yourself to be paid. Of course, people will come around to celebrate you, your big day, your coming together and everything. Then that time goes away, and here comes the beginning of a lifetime journey. So do you really want to endure that, or you're supposed to be enduring it? So please don't make a mistake of settling down for something that you will have to regret the rest of your life. God forbid. I don't pray that anybody here or seeing this gets to endure marriage. It is enjoyable, and I can say that with all of my chest that marriage is enjoyable, and it still boils down to your choice making. So please do well for yourself. Don't ignore red flags. Be very sensitive. There are some little foxes that you feel that you can overlook, you can cope with, not until the journey begins. Then you have yourself to blame. So I beg you, in everything you do, in everything you're doing, in everything you intend doing, don't you forget to make a good decision. And of course, you can't do that without asking for help from above. You will hear a voice behind you saying this is where you should go. So position yourself for that hearing. When there is a nudge, there is a prompting, there is a red flag symptom. There is always a symptom around us, except we don't want to walk towards it. There is always something telling us, giving us nudge, promptness. This thing, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you're going to do this? But most of the time, we overlook for the sake of love. They said love is blind. Love is not blind. So moving on quickly, we're going to our intellectual or professional relationship. When you talk about intellectual relationship, over time you'll see some people, they get to talk about football. Some people get to talk about um, happenings and a lot of topical issues. These are people that have idea of those set of discussions. Okay, talk about guys. When you see guys have a lot of things to talk about. When you meet them when they are discussing football, and I'm like, what? I'm actually not a lover of football though, but when you see guys or ladies discussing football, I'm always so amazed and surprised that, oh wow, these people have first-hand knowledge about this. So that's what intellectual relationship is about. Talk about something or something discussable, something worth discussing. A topical issue could be happening, could be Nigerian situation. Have you seen people that doesn't buy newspaper, but they hang around where the sellers are? I've come across those set of people, and when you discuss politics, you'll be like, what? These people are very intelligent and so brilliant. The way they would analyze, discuss, and you feel like, wow, this is a level of intelligence. So there are some people like that when you see them, you know that this is my person. I love what I'm getting from that person. I love what that person is made up of. So those are intellectual relationships. There are some people that you don't want to roll with because you know that, hey, this one cannot help my life, oh, this one cannot help my destiny, oh. Yeah, there are people like that. And there are people that when you meet them, at the first instance when you meet them, you just get thrilled, you get so into them. You just want to love up on them that this person is intelligent. So those are the set of people that know something about everything and definitely knows everything about something. There's nothing you are discussing to them about. They are always bringing their A games to the table, and you feel like, hey, what are you doing with your life? You know those kind of people. Those people that make you feel like, hey, God, I beg, what am I doing with my life? Those are people that help you to become a better you. When you talk about you want to do this, you talk about money market, you talk about a lot of discussion, they are always there to offer something. They will tell you something about everything. And it's always everything that they know everything on. There's always one thing they know everything on. So those are people that I don't joke with. I have them a lot in my circle, and each time we get to discuss a lot, and I feel like, wow, you just become a better you automatically, because there is also a discussion, and by the time you discuss, you are not living the same way you met them, no matter how long it takes to be. Those kind of people, you might not get to see them on regular basis. They are not people that your colleagues are. Some they might be your colleague at work. Most of the time, there are people that you don't get to see every time. But each time you get to see them, oh my God, you feel that there is something in you that is better than the way you met that very time that you met. So I feel that every one of us should have those kind of people that makes us become a better us. We don't just want to be a laggard, we don't just want to be a blockhead, we don't want to be an empty brain, we don't want to be just there. No, let us do well for ourselves and be a better us so that when you talk, people will want to like, yeah, who's that? Like, what's your name? They'll be forced to ask you. Like, you don't need to talk too much because levels. There are levels you get. There are levels to these things. There are levels you get to, and you know that. Wow, say no more. You don't need to introduce yourself. Like, you are like a magnet that attracts people. Why? Because whenever you open your mouth, you are not spitting rubbish. You are not spitting nonsense. There's always a sense in everything you see. Especially when people ask, what do you feel about it? And by the time you begin to analyze, talk about it, people will just get automatically tricked and they love you already for who you are. So let's talk about our professional relationship. Professional interaction has to do with whatever it is you're doing in life. Some of you are business owners, some of you are private workers, you work in an organization, some of you, whatever it is, this has to do with what you do for life, your career growth. You have people that you get attracted to automatically by the virtue of what you do that will help you go further in life. Talk about your colleagues at work. There are some people that are not just there as colleagues, there are people that are destiny helpers, but you just met on the job. It's not everybody that can be that close to you at work and all of those things. But there are some people that you know that this person is more than a colleague to me, and you adopt that person like, you are going nowhere. And people get to know that this person is close to this person is close to this person by the virtue of what you have experienced with that person. You know that that person always have something better to offer outside of what you are being paid to do on the job. Some people, they don't care, they just want to do their job and get out of the workplace. But there are some people that are just like, they want to be like a body bearer even at work. Aside what they are being paid to do on a monthly basis, they also want to help see how they can fit into your circle and be of great help to you. There are some, like I always tell people, I've never been unfortunate or bad bosses. I have been working for about 7 years, thereabouts, and each and every bosses I've worked with, shout out to them. Thank you for making life a redefined one for me. I've always heard people talk about how they worked with unfortunate people, bad bosses, and all of those things. But for me, I have not had cause to be unfortunate working with wrong persons. So all of this relationship, I still have close contacts with my bosses, and we still talk. They still call me. Some of them call me a bro, like sister, younger sister. That's because we have worked together, and we have not allowed just the boss subordinate and supervisor and subordinate relationship to be just limited to that level. We allowed it to grow. They just want to go personal with you. It is not about get this done, submit this thing, get this thing. Outside of the job, we still have a life where we get to talk, relate, and enjoy conversation. So that's what I'm talking about. You need people that will make you feel very, very okay and comfortable, and they will also move you forward. When they talk about they are referring you, they are doing this, and you have to position yourself for that benefit. There are a lot of benefits that are attached to relationship building. So this self-worth relationship will always come up over and over and over again. It is who you are that attracts what comes to you. So you have to be strategically positioned for any good benefit that is coming out of networking. You don't just be there, you don't just stay there, you don't just stay put and you expect something good to come looking for you. No, you have to work for yourself, be a better you every day of your life. Each and every time that you wake up, you just want to tell yourself, well, today we go again. like we go again today. You want to be a better you, that will attract a lot of good things to you. So you don't want to just be there, you just want to be laggard, you don't just want to be empty brain, you don't just want to be after the salary they are paying you. Beyond that salary, beyond that going to work every day, there should be something good and better about you. And of course, there's also the last one, which has to do with the social relationship. You agree with me that we have a time where we go out, where we meet with our friends, where we meet with somebody doing something that invited you to somewhere. And of course, in that kind of gathering, there are lots of people that comes to honor the occasion. I've had reasons where we went out for get together, and after the get together, there was a room for conversation that we had to relate. We spoke at length. We did phone number exchange, and I thought it would just end there. Believe you me, after that gathering, a lot of us reached out to each other. How far? Did you get home safely? That was your journey. Hope the hold up wasn't too much. Hope it was bearable and all of that. And I got to know that this person is a business person. Okay, there's a lot of things that you can achieve. You want to patronize the person. You want to ask questions. So there's no way that these things will not help you to become a better you. So don't just say, me, I'm a lone ranger. I just want to be myself. I just want to do my thing. I don't want problem. I don't want. See, in this life, even we're told that the violence will take you by force. I'm not saying you should go violence, but what I'm saying is step up. Like, don't be comfortable. Don't be complacent. Don't be so comfortable. Do something better. Do something that will spur you up, that will catapult you. The way you catapult, like, it makes you go, like, skyrocket you. So do something that attracts people to you, that attracts people, that attracts benefits, that attract things to you. In this life, forget about who you are. Forget about who you don't want to be. It is about who you want to be. And in becoming who you want to be, you cannot do it alone. You cannot run the life race alone. Else you get frustrated, you get tired, you get emotionally downcasted, you'll be frustrated, you carry anger everywhere. Any small thing you are triggered, you are this, you are just being a happy person, generally happy person, a generally intentional person, a generally deliberate person, generally want to become a better me person. In all of these things, it's for your own good. See, things are happening in the world. Though. It is where you are that you limit yourself to. By the time you leave your comfort zone, I've had us to attend seminars, programs, get together, social gatherings, intellectual gatherings, and all of those things. And when you go out, you step out of your comfort zone, you realize that, forget to that place where you think that you don't arrive. You are just starting, you have not even started. Like you have not started at all. So there are more to these things, there are levels to these things. I want to beg you, I want to appeal to you that the world can be a better place if we take relationships serious. It's not those people that want to dupe people that want to exploit people. There are some people that in your own open-mindedness, in your own will to become better, people still want to get you exploited. But then learn how to create boundaries. Yes, that is it. When you already know, for example, when I meet somebody and we get to talk, we get to relate, and of course, I'm a people person with all sense of humility. When I get to meet people and we get to talk, there's always this likeness for me and all. And I study people a lot. Like I study people a lot. I know your intentions. So I don't even allow you to go further. I just cut off. And it's unknowingly to you. You will not know, but I will still relate to you. So learn to create boundaries. When you notice that this kind of relationship is for exploitation, they want to exploit you, they want to eat deep into you and make you feel like you are that they are users. Yes, that's the word. And they want to make you feel like they are users. My brother and my sister, please learn to create boundaries. Learn to create boundaries. So thank you so much for this time and for watching. I come your way again. We're going to discuss the benefit of this relationship. Having talked about relationship. What does relationship even do? What are the benefits? What is the side attraction? What is the side benefit? What is the importance of all this? There are levels to these things, and it comes with enormous benefits, like numerous ones, unimaginable benefits, the things that you don't even think of or imagine of. It comes with benefits, a lot of benefits, and I assure you that you will enjoy all of these benefits if you decide to be very intentional about your relationship with people. Till I come your way again on our next episode, keep believing, and I love you. I celebrate the gift of you in my space. So just try to become a better you, and of course, we'll see at the very top. Bye.